the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Andhra Pradesh's Sriharikota as per scheduled launch time. The mission will make India only the fourth country in the world to land its spacecraft on the surface of the moon and demonstrate India's ability for safe and soft landing on the lunar surface. Here's more.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Plus 5 seconds.
Liftoff normal.
Here we have a majestic liftoff of LVM-3 M4 rocket carrying India's prestigious Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft.
A majestic liftoff from Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota at 2:35 p.m. Heavy lift launch vehicle Fat Boy LVM-3 M4 rocket carried Chandrayaan-3 and injected it in the desired orbit.
200 stages are separated.
Congratulations, India. Chandrayaan-3 has started its journey towards moon. Our dear LVM-3 has already put Chandrayaan-3 craft into the precise orbit around Earth. Let us wish all the best for the Chandrayaan-3 craft to make its further orbit racing maneuvers and travel towards moon in the coming days.
Very happy to note that our Chandrayaan-3 has been injected into an intended orbit with very close orbital parameters. Congratulations and thanks to LVM-3 team. And all our spacecraft health parameters are normal, including the power generations in both propulsion module and lander module.
It was a surreal experience for those who witnessed the launch live at Sriharikota.
I feel very proud that our scientists and our country is doing so good. ISRO is doing better day by day. It was once in a lifetime experience, and I think I will never get to witness something like this again.
Indian Space Research Organization's third lunar expedition in 15 years. The hugely anticipated Chandrayaan-3 embarked on its month-long journey towards the moon. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And India's third mission to the moon, Chandrayaan-3, took off successfully from the Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota in Andhra Pradesh yesterday afternoon. Let's bring you now more details about the brains behind this historic lunar mission, only the fourth in the world.
2, 1, 0. Plus 5 seconds.
Liftoff normal.
Here we have
About 16 minutes after liftoff, Chandrayaan-3 got separated from the rocket and was placed in the intended orbit.
प्रज्वलन और सफलतापूर्ण उत्थापन LVM-3 M4 रॉकेट का.
And this is the team that has worked day and night for the last 4 years to actualize India's third moon mission.
of ISRO scientists in the Mission Control Center.
Their excitement on mission's first milestone was palpable, their energy infectious, bringing a smile on nation's face. P. Veera Muttuval, a senior scientist from Villupuram, Tamil Nadu, was the project director and visionary of the mission.
तो एक्साइटिंग जर्नी हमारे लिए ये लॉन्च चंद्रयान-3 अब एक प्रिसाइज ऑर्बिट में लॉन्च किया है LVM-3 Mark 3 और M4 लॉन्च में. सो हमारा ये आशा है कि हमारा ये ऑर्बिट जो है 770 by 36,500 है, अब धीरे धीरे हम बढ़ाएंगे तो 3 लाख किलोमीटर तक. हमारे सभी इंस्ट्रूमेंट्स को टेस्ट करना है कि अब चंद्रमा तक जाने तक ये सभी अच्छी तरह काम करते हैं.
S. Mohanakumar, the mission director for Chandrayaan-3.
Congratulations to the teamwork of ISRO family. Actually, the industrial manpower is really our ISRO's virtual manpower. Everyone's prayers and our own family members. I take this opportunity to pray God Almighty for all the blessings in the form of this success.
M. Sankaran, the director of URSC, India's lead center for satellite design and development.
minus 25 seconds.
Realizing this kind of launch vehicle, third launch vehicle within a year's time is indeed a Herculean task. And thank you very much for the effort that has been put by all the members of the launch vehicle community and the industry supporting them.
S. Unnikrishnan Nair, the head of VSSC and the maker of LVM-3 rocket, was responsible for various vital aspects of the mission.
Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft.
P2 tracking.
Today we have achieved a major milestone. So using the 7th GSLV vehicle, we have successfully placed the satellite in the required orbit, 170 by 36,500 kilometer orbit. Precisely we have launched. For that our rocket has perfectly worked. All the propulsion system, control system, everything has worked.
A. Rajarajan, the director of SDSC Shar, India's main spaceport in Sriharikota. He is also the chairman of lab which gives the green signal for the launch.
1, 0. Plus 5 seconds.
And the entire ISRO family, a very successful launch, and hearty congratulations to all the LVM-3, M4 and Chandrayaan-3 mission.
Chayan Datta, the deputy project director for Chandrayaan-3 and the leader of the onboard command telemetry, data handling and storage system.
M4 rocket carrying India's prestigious Chandrayaan-3 spacecraft.
P2 tracking.
This technology, what we learned from the last Chandrayaan-2 part, we have developed a lot of things. And why we are landing on that area, particularly on that blind area, or the sun rays are not falling there, and we are hoping that definitely we'll get the different. Means all countries are trying to get the information from the moon from the north side, but we are trying to get from the south side.
The team has achieved its first milestone.
और सफलतापूर्ण उत्थापन LVM-3 M4
Now all eyes
का
are on the landing that is expected on August 23rd.
भीम का रॉकेट आसमान को चीरते हुए
Bureau Report,
अपनी भयानक
Republic
दहाड़
TV.
से चारों ओर कंपन उत्पन्न कर रहा है, जिसे हम यहाँ महसूस कर सकते हैं.
And the Indian Space Research Organization created history, launching its ambitious third lunar mission, Chandrayaan-3, successfully, eyeing a rare feat in moon exploration so far only accomplished by the likes of the United States, China and Russia. The soft landing of the payload, the most challenging part of the mission, is planned for late August. Here's more in this report.
2, 1, 0.
Indian Space Research Organization has confirmed that the spacecraft GSLV Mark III has successfully launched Chandrayaan-3 into the orbit. The mission lifted off from Satish Dhawan Space Center in Sriharikota, Andhra Pradesh at 2:35 p.m. Chandrayaan-3 is equipped with a lander, a rover and a propulsion module. It weighs around 3,900 kilograms. Mission will include reaching the orbit of the moon and making a soft landing on the lunar surface using a lander. This is also the most challenging part of the mission, after which a rover will come out of the lander to study the surface of the moon. The journey from Earth to the moon for the spacecraft is estimated to take about a month, and the landing is expected on August 23rd.
1st August will be the translunar injection going to take place as per the nominal program. So we will have 4 earthbound maneuvers. After that, it will have the lunar injection on 1st August. After that, it will be captured in moon. Then it will become our orbit propulsion module, lander module separation will happen on 17th of August. So final power descent and landing is currently planned on 23rd August at 5:47 Indian Standard Time, evening.
Chandrayaan-3 satellite separated.
Upon landing, it will operate for 1 lunar day, which is approximately 14 Earth days.
Chandrayaan-3 mission accomplished.
Chandrayaan-3 will be inserted into the lunar transfer trajectory after the orbit raising maneuvers.
This is where Chandrayaan has reached, the first ring which you see. What will happen now? Over the next 23 days, what will happen is that it will keep increasing its velocity slowly. And it will move from this one ring to the other ring, to the third ring, to the fourth ring, to the fifth ring. And then it will use its boosters to then tug away from the gravity of Earth. It will escape. And then it will take another about anywhere between 12 to 14 days to then orbit around the moon. It will keep reducing its speed now.
Covering a distance of over 3 lakh kilometers, it will reach the moon in the coming weeks. Chandrayaan-3 is India's third lunar exploration mission, which will make India the fourth country after US, China and Russia to land its spacecraft on the surface of the moon and show the country's abilities for safe and soft landing on the lunar surface. Bureau Report, Republic TV.
And continuing with our detailed coverage of India's third moon mission, Republic spoke exclusively to LPSC Director Dr. V Narayanan on the successful launch of Chandrayaan-3. Let's listen in.
The way the launch was executed, and Mr. Somnath also said that this time we are very hopeful that we will be able to make a soft landing on the moon. What do you have to say on that?
See, today we have achieved a major milestone. So, using the 7th GSLV vehicle, we have successfully placed the satellite in the required orbit, 170 by 36,500 kilometer orbit. Precisely we have launched. For that, our rocket has perfectly worked. All the propulsion system, control system, everything has worked. Now, what is required is, from that place, we have to take it to moon orbit. That is the next challenge. For that, we have developed a propulsion module. That propulsion module will be used for taking to moon orbit. And in moon orbit, it will go to 100 by 100 kilometer. And going to moon and capturing the moon is another challenge. Then it will be rotating with 100 by 100 kilometer orbit, it will be rotating. With a velocity of 6,000 kilometer per hour. From that, you have to reduce the velocity to near zero and you have to commence soft land. For that, we are having propulsion system, control system, guidance system, everything has to work in a synchronized way. First, you have to find out what is the speed, where it is available. Then, you have to soft landing means reduce the speed. So that assume 6,000 km per hour, if it is coming and crashing, there will be a problem. So you have to reduce the speed to zero velocity, near zero velocity. For that, there are propulsion system. Then we have to land. And that's the major.
These were the set of challenges even during Chandrayaan-2 which you had to combat, and all the testing that has gone in this period of 3.5 years, because technically Chandrayaan-3 was also ready for as a mission to be launched in 21, but 23 now that it has happened. How has this period been and what was the preparation?
No, actually so much development we have to make. For example, we have to improve the throttleable engine system, and we have done lot of tests, and we have to improve the software packages. All the guidance control system we have to improve. Then we have to strengthen the lander system. And more than that, we have to do extensive test program, because now second time we cannot take a risk. So we have to do lot of extensive test program and simulating the software simulations and hardware simulations and propulsion system, and there are cold flow tests we did, so many hot tests, so many tests it has undergone. With that confidence only, now today we have gone ahead with the program.
And now till August 23rd, 24th, when you're expecting that, the propulsion module will be able to ejaculate the lander and hopefully it will make a soft landing. What is the work that will go into it from until in this period?
Because every day now you have to be very careful. Now it was placed, your rocket was placed in the perfect orbit. From that, we have to do the mission studies and we have to take each day. Even tomorrow, first firing is there. We are going to take it up. Then we have to understand whether it is going the right path. Then next day we have to fire. Like that, continuously we have to do the calculation and take it. And then capturing in the moon orbit is very, very important. Otherwise, it will escape. So you have to go very carefully so that from Earth gravity, it will be captured in the moon. Then it has to be.
And lastly, sir, on the success of the LVM-3 rocket and that feeling, sir, of when it successfully took off, what was the sentiment?
No, it is always a excitation, Before the launch, we are a little bit tensed also, because we cannot face in space, there is no, it should be 100% success.